good to see everyone out this evening. I'd also like to thank the elders for not asking but telling me that I would start giving the invitation every time we have a singing. This time was set aside to extend the Lord's invitation, and that's what I'm going to do for the next few minutes. You know, I'm pretty sure, actually I know it's safe to say that everyone in this room has had a moment in their life where someone said one word or one sentence that got your attention. I know everyone in this congregation has had that moment with Brad Hawk. I mean, every time he walks into a room, he'll say something and then your head will jerk. I don't know if he's here tonight to hear that, but like with my dad sometimes, I'll be playing a video game or something and my mind is focused on only that. I don't care about anything else. I'm trying to get to the next level. And I'll be playing and I hear, "Luke, go fold your clothes." Okay, just let me get farther into this level. 5 minutes passed. 10 minutes pass. "Luke, oh, yeah, I'm on it." That one word, the way he says it, that one word can make me run up a mountain. And I know we've all had that moment in our lives. One of my favorite movies, Lincoln, it's about obviously Abraham Lincoln, and it's about the time of his presidency where he was trying to abolish slavery. And that doesn't really matter, I'm just telling you what it is. But at Abraham Lincoln, he was known for kind of being kind of quiet, self-controlled, he never really got angry, he was kind of laid back. At one point in the movie, something kind of drastic happens with the North's army, and we're in a tight spot. And Abraham Lincoln just is sitting back smiling and laughing, and then someone like a high-up general got mad because he was just okay with what was happening. But at one point in the movie, towards the end, his cabinet members or his advisors, they start fighting over how they shouldn't be messing with the Constitution, how they shouldn't add the 13th Amendment to abolish slavery. And then Abraham Lincoln, in the movie, I probably didn't happen in real life, but in the movie, sticks his hand up and he slams on the table, and they all just be quiet. And then he starts going on this speech, and he starts telling them that it needs to be done, but just with a slam, he got them to be quiet. He got them to listen. He didn't even have to talk. If you turn over to Matthew chapter 7, we're just going to read a few verses. Matthew chapter 7, verses 21 through 23. I also know that everyone in this room has had this moment before, because these verses should have had that effect on us. It says, starting in verse 21, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, 'Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders in your name?' And then I will declare to them, 'I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness.'" We all know that feeling that we get when someone close to us, my dad, probably from as many of the older men have said, your wives, they say something and it gets your attention and you are alert. Verse 23, if God said, "I never knew you, depart from me, you who practice lawlessness," you think that would get your attention? There's a hymn in our songbooks, number 294. It's "Jesus is Calling." It just keeps saying that He's calling for us because He wants us to go to heaven with Him. It's just, really the title's all I need to prove my point. It says Jesus is calling the wanderers, the lost to Him. Because if we aren't ready for the world to end tonight, and we had the choice, if we aren't ready for the world to end tonight, and we know that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, then we will hear, 'I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness.'" And if you hear that, obviously that's not a good thing. There's two things that are going to happen when we die. Either we are going to be with God, or, very simply put, we will be separated from God. I'd rather be with God, obviously. The best way to put hell is, well, as I said, separated from God. It is eternal, everlasting pain. Separation from God. And there's no redoing it after that. Once we get to that point, there's no getting out of that. It's too late. We need to be ready so that we don't hear, "I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness." We need to be ready for the world to end tonight. So if you're not a Christian, if you're not a Christian and you want to come forward to become a child, have your sins washed away and confess that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, then you can do that. Or if you are a Christian already and you are lost, and you've been lost in the worldly pleasures, and you need to come back to God, you can do that now also. Be ready when we leave tonight. Don't leave with any doubts. Be ready when we leave for the world to end, and be ready to be with God. If you have either of those problems, come forward as we stand and as we sing.